Hey guys, Paul here at Shore Park Insides. I'm going to now try to be doing some videos on a weekly basis on not exactly giving how-to videos, but more so tips on grooming your dog. And this is for groomers and for customers. I'm not going to be the know-all and be-all concerning dogs, but I do have a lot of experience and I do have a lot of day-to-day knowledge that can help you guys at home a lot more. So today I'll start with why you need to use the right brush and the right dog. So if I get a dog up here, Rocket. Good boy. So Rocket here is short-haired, and a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, I have a short-haired dog, he doesn't need groomed that often. Well, that's quite wrong, and there's many reasons for that. Quite simply being that, as many of you will know, short-haired dogs shed like crazy. You probably can't see that in the camera, but they can shed all year round, and if you're not getting them groomed regularly, they're going to stink. And anybody with allergies or could be quite reactive to dog hair, you'll find short-haired dogs that'll kick you off quite easily. So a well-groomed dog, it's going to prevent that, and it's going to make life a lot easier for yourself. So the importance of that at home for you guys is, brushing. So if you don't have the right brush, you're wasting your time. And not only that, you could do damage to your dog's skin. So if you're using the wrong brush, like I said, it's going to be counterproductive. And there's going to be many different brushes and many different ways in which to brush your dog. So if you're not sure, ask your groomer. No groomer should be trying to hide information from you. They're going to want you to be able to groom your dogs at home. It's just going to make our lives a lot easier, and it's going to be better for your dog's health as well. So for short-haired dogs, you don't want to be using slickers. Many people come into me and said, oh, that's what I use on my dog. These are for fluffing dogs up, for like Bichons and Poodles and curly-haired dogs. Use these on a short-haired dog. They're going to go through no problem, but he's not going to enjoy it. As you can see, it's not going to be comfortable for him, and you're just going to waste your time. As well as that, you could end up actually scratching the skin and making things quite uncomfortable. The likes of Rocket, what you want to be using for him is you want to start off with an under rake, which is going to be any sort of comb that is a bit more wide spaced and will easily go through his coat. And as you can see, he doesn't mind this at all. When it was a slicker, he'd go fuck mad and he'd try and jump off the table. This here is very much just to get a lot of the dead hairs off and a lot of the undercoat. I don't know if you can see that, but a lot of it's coming off right away, and that's with no effort. That's not me digging the coat or taking the brush into the skin. I'm just gently brushing it through. The other thing you want to use is something like de-shedding too. You may have heard of the Furminator, and this is one of these. There's many different types of these brushes, and there's bigger ones. You can get a wider Furminator. There's even knockoff versions, which you'll see they very much look like a hacksaw blade. And these are great. These are really great, but you can do damage with these. You don't want to be overusing these. If you're using these in other dogs as well, like that aren't just short-haired, Huskies, German Shepherds would be a big one, Japanese Akitas. You can very much bring your dog down to the skin very, very quickly. So what you want to be doing is just gently going over the dog, not pushing down and not going sideways. Now these brushes are very effective, and like I said, because of that you can bring the dog right down to the skin. So you should be doing maybe no more than 5-10 minutes a day, and that's gently over the body, not digging in. That can be very, very problematic for you and the dog. As well as that, the reason behind brushing, and like a lot of people probably don't know this, it's not just to get the dead hair off. That's yes, we don't want that around about the house. But the other reason is you don't want your dog to smell. Now you're probably going, what is he talking about now? Well, dander on the dog creates dog smell. That smell, that when your dog's wet, that wet dog smell, that's created by the dog's skin. That's not created by the dog's hair. So if your dog hasn't been groomed in a while or hasn't been brushed and maintained, a lot of that dead skin is going to be sitting on sort of the outside layer at the top of the skin. So unless you're brushing and loosening that and taking that off, you're going to have a very, very, very smelly dog effectively. And if you bath him, or you hear most people doing is giving the dog a quick rinse in the yard in the summer, you're not getting that dead skin off. You need to get that off. and that will very much prevent the wet dog smell. Which we're going to do with him in a minute after this bath. So I'll be right back after Rock's done. So here we are, guys, back after Rock's bath and blow dry. He is super fluffy now, and we blasted a lot of the dead hairs off and dead skin, which was the objective. As a result, he is super fluffy, which is great, very much highly desired. A tip I'm going to give you is though, if you have an outside dog, or even in our wet climate, that fluffiness is very much going to become a sponge. So if your dog is going to be outside a lot, it's going to be, out being walked a lot, hiking, you're going to want to protect them in some way. You can do this here obviously with dog coats or dog jumpers or whatnot. A great way that I do is with my own dogs and dogs in here as well that get groomed. We use essential oils, which I'm going to do probably a separate video on explaining this in more detail, because you can do damage to your dog if you don't know what you're doing, or if your dog's sensitive skin, or you can use the wrong oil, which isn't going to do you any benefits. But with the likes of Rocket here, I know what I'm putting on him. And if you're not too sure yourself about the essential oils but want to use them, I can recommend somebody personally. She's very good, and any questions you have about essential oils, or if you want to get some for your dog or even for yourself, you details soon. So Rocket here, he definitely is going to be outside a lot. He is constantly running about the field chasing all the huskies, because that's very much what he does. So all I'm going to do is pop some essential oil on, which will basically put some oils back into the coat that I've took out with the shampoo. But instead of being smelly, dirty oil, it's going to be nice and smelly and fresh. Just going to keep it clean and just give him a bit of protection from the wet, as well as keep him a good bit calmer, which is what we want obviously from older dogs. The difference being as well, guys, I should point out is, if you've bathed your dog at home and you're still getting a smelly dog at the end of it, what you're going to want to make sure you're doing is blow drying your dog. This is so important. If you're not drying him bone dry, your dog is going to mat and it's going to stink. He's going to stink quite bad. We get so many people coming in and saying, I bath the dogs at home and he still smells. That's 90% of the problem. They're not drying the dogs at home. Now, don't get me wrong, chasing the dog around about the house with a hair dryer doesn't seem very practical. That's why you come to the groomers. We have the equipment, we have the know-how, and the difference is quite a bit. You're not just wasting your time. But yeah, that's just another wee tip I'm going to throw out there for you. Make sure your dog is bone dry, and if your dog's outside a lot and short haired especially, a bit of essential oil can go a long way in protecting your dog's coat and keeping them nice during the wet time, especially in the winter. As well as that, guys, these videos I'm going to try and do a lot more of them, but only if I'm getting the feedback. If you guys want me to talk about something in more detail, if you guys want me to do a video on a certain subject, let me know, put it in the comments below. It just gets very hard to give the same information out to individual customers when I'm working away in the shop. This is a great way for me to tell you directly and tell you correct information, different methods and new different products. This could work out really well for both myself and you guys at home. So yeah, keep watching, subscribe to the YouTube channel and check us out on Facebook. And if you want this to groom your dog directly, the information's here behind us to get booked in. Yeah, see you next time. You don't want to be on the video. What? What? You're camera shy.